Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the 5th episode of Real Ass Talk. So today's episode is going to be sort of a serious topic as well as a not so serious, kind of like whimsical topic at the same time, and that is thanks to this user moving out of the house and going out, striking out on your own. The reason that this is such a serious topic is because it is really fucking scary moving out on your own and, you know, leaving your parents, but at the same time, it's also, you are leaving your parents and you don't have to deal with their shit, you don't have to deal with their rules, you can stay up as fucking late as you want, eat Doritos until the middle of the morning, you know, it's just awesome. So, you know, it is both a serious and whimsical topic at the same time, so, yeah. So as for me, I moved out of the house when I was like 17, and basically me and my mom were just butting heads all the time about just the dumbest shit that you could possibly imagine. Like, there wasn't a single thing that you could think of that we didn't butt heads about. Like, my mom would come in and be like, "Destery, you didn't take out the recycling, but you took out the trash, you piece of shit!" You know, just dumb shit like that. It just didn't matter, but me and my mom would just constantly butt heads about it, and it just, you know, just dumb stuff all the time. So, eventually, you know, I just decided, you know what, maybe I should go live with Nathan for a while, see how that goes. You know, it might be a little precursor to when we move out on our own, and it was. So me and Nathan, we moved into his mom's place. Well, Nathan already lived there, obviously. But I moved into Nathan and his parents' place, and it was actually a really big eye-opener, because as I was there, Nathan's parents are very, very, you know, chillaxed about stuff. Like, they don't ask you to clean, they don't want you to clean. It's pretty much just a giant mess in their house all the time. So, you know, there'd be times where I'd be in Nathan's room and, you know, just vacuuming or cleaning or something, and I'd be like, "Nathan, do you realize these Dorito crumbs have been on the ground since I've been here 2 months ago?" And, you know, I'd be like, "Nathan, when was the last time that you remember eating Doritos?" And he'd be like, I don't know, dude. I don't even know where those were from. I don't remember eating Doritos in this lifetime. So those are probably old. So, you know, it was just a very different experience that I was used to. But eventually, when I was 18, I moved back in with my mom, and things, you know, for a while were fine, but then eventually she actually kicked me out into, you know, my first apartment, basically. And that was very interesting, because my first apartment was the biggest piece of fucking shit that you have ever seen in your life. Like, I'm pretty sure, I mean, if you go back and watch the vlog that I talked about my old shitty apartment, like, it was fucking bad. But me and Nathan moved into that place, and it was just absolutely terrible. But it was also, you know, it was an eye-opener, because when I moved in there, I was just kind of, I don't know, I just had this mind state that, you know, like, everything was going to be great and, you know, all that stuff. But as soon as I moved out onto my own, I realized, like, holy fuck, like, this really sucks. Like, you know, I have to deal with bills, I have to, like, be a fucking adult. Like, I thought I was gonna be partying all the time, you know, with naked chicks everywhere. No, it's not like that at all. So, I mean, I guess that was just an oversight on my part, but, you know, it still was very scary, moving out on my own, getting my own place with Nathan. Like, we had to buy food, and because we had to buy food, we had to have our own fucking jobs, which really sucked too. So, like, having all these things kind of work together so that you can live is just really, really fucking scary, especially when you weren't used to that at all before. Like, I didn't have a job prior to me going out and living on my own, so I had no fucking idea what I was doing. My mom never taught me, like, taxes or any of that stuff, so I kind of had to figure that shit out by myself too. You know, and then when you're out on your own, you kind of, like, realize, just as you're doing it, that there are some stuff that you never thought you would have to worry about that then you start worrying about, which is really weird. Like, you know, you're taking a shit one day and you're like, "Oh man, I'm out of toilet paper," and then you're like, "I have to go buy toilet paper." Like, what the fuck? This has never happened to me. You have to actually go out and buy toilet paper. I mean, that seems like a small thing, but it's like the step towards a realization that everything in your life from this point on, you have to do for yourself and take care of it by yourself. And it is fucking scary, but it's also very, very freeing. It is like a great freeing feeling, because you actually feel responsible for your own life, you know? So as for, you know, my tips for when you are moving out on your own, is, you know, everything will be alright. And I know that sounds like a Bob Marley song, because it is, but, you know, everything will be alright. You right off the bat, you're gonna have a lot of weird feelings, mixed feelings about, you know, I fucking hate my parents, or maybe if you didn't get kicked out of the house, you're like, alright, yeah, fuck my parents. And then you'll have feelings of, you know, like being homesick, actually. You'll be like, wow, this is weird. I am not in my bed. I don't get to wake up tomorrow. My mom has breakfast ready. These are things. You know, you have to go and make sure you take care of your own fucking breakfast. And, you know, while you can eat donuts for, you know, several weeks on end that you couldn't do with your parents, it's eventually you're gonna be like, wow, I don't want to eat donuts every fucking day of my life because A, I'm getting fat, and B, it's just like I just feel terrible. So what was I saying? I don't even remember. So yeah, you'll have a lot of mixed feelings. You'll be scared, definitely, and you'll also feel just really free about everything that you do. And moving out on your own teaches you a lot of lessons that you never thought you'd learn. And it's also very cool though, because you're out on your own, you are learning these lessons for yourself. You're not having someone else teach you these lessons or tell you these lessons. You are learning them yourself. So, man, moving out is a very, very interesting thing. But, you know, now that I've been out on my own for like 5 or 6 years, I can say that it is absolutely fucking the balls. You know, just living with myself, and I'm an introverted person, so I just like hanging out with myself a lot of the time, which sounds really sad. It kind of is sad, yeah. But no, it's you know, it's a very strange transition, and I can get why it's scary and daunting and all that stuff. But like I said, it will be fun. Everything will be great, and you know, one day when you've been out on your own for a while, you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, wow, I was scared about this. I was nervous about this. And once you're out doing it for a while, you'll be like, I am the fucking shit. I've done this for a while. I know how to pay my bills. I got this shit down. While it can be scary and daunting and, you know, like, you kind of dread that, or maybe you don't. Maybe you're excited for it. There are going to be some mixed feelings regardless of how you feel about it right off the bat. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say about the matter. I know that this was sort of a whimsical, not so serious episode of Real Ass Talk. I guess I've just been doing a lot of serious ones in the past, and I thought I'd change it up a little bit. So, regardless of what you want to hear me talk about, make sure to leave those in the comments down below, and I will be picking one for next week. But let me know what you think about these videos in the comments down below, as well as your topic for what you want me to talk about in the next Real Ass Talk. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you next week, and fair winds.